In the twilight's gentle grasp, where dreams begin to weave, a whisper in the calm, where the heart dares to believe. Here the night's embrace is soft, a prelude to the deep, where shadows hint at more, where secrets lie asleep. Softly first the whispers come, from beyond the veil of seen, hinting at the vast unknown where light has never been. Gentle are the tendrils first in dreams so subtly spread, a touch of curiosity before the dread. As deeper into sleep we fall, the darkness starts to turn. What once was mild curiosity begins to twist and burn. The shadows grow more bold, the night's facade begins to crack, revealing realms of terror, there's no turning back. Now the symphony swells, a cacophony in your mind, a descent into madness, leaving light behind. Visions once benign now warp into a sinister form, as into the abyss you're inexorably drawn. Now in dreams they reach, these masters of the night, into their realm they pull you, far from light. With every touch, every whisper, deeper into fear, a world of horror unveiled, crystal clear. Heed now the whispers as you drift into sleep's cold grasp, for in dreams' vast kingdom shadows and light clash. Cthulhu's call, a storm raging across endless, darkened deeps. Into your soul, it slowly, terrifyingly creeps. In the labyrinth of twisted dreams, where shadows breathe and stir, a shapeless fear takes form. In the periphery, a blur. The air thickens, heavy with dread as the shadow grows. A monster born of darkness, the heart of the nightmare knows. The chase begins through corridors that twist and turn, feet pounding, breath ragged as the monstrous shadows yearn. A maze without an exit, where every door leads back to the hungry gaze of the shadow, ever on your track. The ground gives way, the final trope in this descent, a feeling of falling, of reality bent. Down, down into the void, where fear is all you find. Cthulhu's realm, a nightmare forged from the depths of the mind. In this freefall, time stretches, elongates, a moment of terror that fate orchestrates. Around you, the cosmos whirls in a dark, endless dance, a puppet to fear in the nightmare's expanse. Yet within this chaos, a sinister symphony is played by Cthulhu in the abyss where light is laid to fade. Tentacles reaching, ensnaring as you plummet through the dream. A nightmare vivid, a silent, terror-filled scream. As dawn's light breaches the horizon and night's veil is torn, the dreamer awakens into the world reborn, with the memory of shadows, of being chased, of the fall, a reminder of the darkness that dwells within us all.
Can dreams, the whimsical dance of our subconscious mind, ever be deciphered by the cold, calculating hand of logic? A question that has intrigued thinkers since time immemorial. Welcome to this exploration of dreams, where we dare to tread in the labyrinth of the subconscious, where logic and dreams intertwine. Dreams are a confluence of our hopes and fears, a realm where the future and past gracefully combine, where reality and fantasy peacefully align. They are kept in balance, a harmonious equilibrium ensuring that nightmares and daydreams find equal ground. At the core of every dream is a foundation, a narrative that nourishes every vision. Here, cause and effect perform a spiral dance, creating a world where logic and dreams intersect. Dreams are also a reflection, a mirror of our doubts and convictions. This reflection keeps dreams from spiraling into the abyss, maintaining a serene balance. With momentum, dreams ascend high, spiraling towards a hopeful sky, with hope at the helm, dispelling the darkness of the night. In times of adversity, dreams offer recourse. They are not the end, but a beginning, a lesson to embrace. They defy straight lines, leaping and bounding in a chaotic ballet that astounds conventional logic. Dreams are also a backward glance, a reflection on how far we've come. They reveal the hows and whys of our journey, from the foundational earth to the infinite skies. They are a gathering of individual visions and communal hopes, where every story finds its end. In the shadows of our dreams, doubts and fears find their place, yet these shadows serve a clear purpose. They make our dreams more vivid, more real. Dreams are a woven tapestry of ideas, bright and bold, where countless tales unfold. Dreams also exist under the constraint of reality's burden, yet through constriction a path is wrought. In limitation, dreams are taught. They are an intricate mesh of emotions and thoughts, a dense fabric where dreams and reality blend, a rich tapestry where all stories extend. Dreams are also about separation, about the unmet and the untrodden. Yet, in the quiet of this divided space, a seed of new dreams is sown. Unseen possibilities are grown. Dreams are a mosaic, a fragmented view, where each piece is a different hue. Isolated hopes and fears alone they stand, yet in each a universe grand. In conclusion, dreams are a blend of visions, a vast dreamscape where distinctions fade. They are a unified parade beneath the stars, where logic and whimsy are bound in tight spirals. Dreams, a canvas both whimsical and profound, a realm where the edge of reality fades, a fertile soil from which such dreams are made, a realm where dreams and logic are dressed in jest. So dream on, dreamers, for in dreams we find the echoes of our reality and the whispers of our future.
Picture a realm of dreams, a nebulous world where reality and fantasy intertwine. Here the succubus wields influence, subtly altering the dream state. It's a play in 3 acts, with the succubus taking the lead role. The first act sees the succubus enter the dream, an ethereal presence that bends the subconscious to its will. This is where perceptions start to shift, the lines of reality blur, and the dreamer is drawn into the succubus's world. As we move into the second act, the succubus begins to seduce the dreamer. This isn't just about physical attraction, but a deeper, more potent form of allure. The succubus taps into the dreamer's deepest desires, their hidden fears, their unspoken wishes. It's an intoxicating dance, a seduction that leaves the dreamer ensnared in the succubus's web. The final act is where the succubus reveals its true intent. It's not just about control or seduction, but about draining energy. The dreamer, now under the succubus's spell, is left feeling drained, depleted. It's a subtle, insidious process, one that leaves the dreamer unaware of the succubus's true intent until it's too late.
In a chamber dim where shadows play, on walls they dance in eerie ballet. Emma's gaze, with fear imbued, caught a scene in quiet feud, a trinket passed in secrecy between her kin so stealthily. Whispers warped in her mind's theatre, spun dark tales, none sweeter, paranoia a ghost unbidden, in her thoughts cruelly hidden. A simple act, benign to see, in her eyes a conspiracy. In a chamber dim where shadows play, a dance macabre in disarray. Emma's gaze, with terror lined, witnessed a scene in shadows confined, a trinket small from hand to hand, in secrecy's veil so subtly planned. Her thoughts, a storm of whispers wild, spun dark tales so undefiled. Paranoia, a spectre grim, whispered fears on every whim. A simple act to eyes unseen, in her mind a covert scheme. Her parents' glance, a silent code in Emma's heart dread abode. The room once safe, now a maze of hidden truths in a misty haze. Her heart raced with every beat to the tune of deceit so discreet. Against me do they conspire? Her mind waged war, a ceaseless fire, that object small yet so profound. In her thoughts a danger crowned, a symbol of betrayal's seed, in her fractured psyche's creed. Into shadows she retreated fast, as paranoia's symphony amassed. Reality a distant dream in a world where nothing's as it seems. In this waltz of distrust and fear, Emma's world on the edge so near. Innocuous acts, conspiracies bore in her mind's theatre forevermore. In a chamber dim where shadows play upon the walls in eerie sway, Emma's eyes in darting flight caught a scene in the waning light. A trinket small in stealth passed through from hand to hand in covert view, secrets veiled in whispers' breath. In Emma's mind it spoke of death, whispers warping, twisting space, plots and schemes in dark embrace. Paranoia, an unbidden guest, in her thoughts took up its nest. In her gaze a scene so plain, yet in her mind it bore a stain of malevolence veiled and dire, her reality a twisted spire. A glance exchanged, a fleeting look, in Emma's chest fear firmly took. The room once safe, now a maze of hidden threats in every gaze. Against me do they conspire? Her thoughts ablaze, a mental pyre, each movement a signal of doom. In her fractured mind they loom. Into the shadows she retreats, her heart echoes paranoid beats. Drowned in a delusional sea, from truth's grasp she flees. In this dance of distrust and fear, Emma's world precariously near to the edge of her own sanity's cliff, where gestures dark and meanings shift. An object's pass, a simple act, in her mind, a traitorous pact. In this realm of fear and suspicion, reality lost to her mind's perdition. Glances shared, a silent code, in Emma's heart dread abode. The room once safe, now a maze, where meanings hide in haze. Her pulse raced with every delusion, in sync with her mind's confusion, disowning the truth so far, so near, in a prism of dread now crystal clear.
In the haunting silence of the endless night, where shadows reign supreme, lurks a gateway to despair, a dark forbidden dream, where visions aren't mere fantasies but hooks, sharp and dire, cast by ancient forgotten gods from their thrones of blackened fire. Whispers of the void, from realms beyond the scene, where Cthulhu lies in wait, in the abyssal in-between. Ensnaring minds with tendrils of unspeakable dread, crafting nightmares in realms where even seraphs fear to tread. Through the shroud of slumber, they slither and they scheme, planting seeds of insanity in the subconscious stream. Eldritch shadows, sprawling vast beneath the cosmic scar, guided by the sinister glow of a nefarious extinguished star. A symphony of chaos, in the sanctum of your mind, tempting the spirit to abandon the light, to the darkness resigned. Each vision, a fiber in the loom of terror intricately spun, where the old gods whisper with voices like thunder, "Come, succumb." In the realm of dreams they stretch forth, these architects of night, pulling souls into their dominion, beyond the reach of light. With a touch, a murmur in the abyss, they craft a mosaic of horror, into which our minds are draft. Beware the whispers when you next succumb to sleep's embrace, for within the kingdom of dreams, darkness finds its trace. Cthulhu calls, a tempest across the celestial deep, reaching out, ensnaring into your soul it creeps.
But it's not just about the dream state. The succubus's influence extends beyond the realm of dreams, into the waking world. The seduction, the energy drain, it all has a real-world impact. The dreamer wakes up feeling drained, their energy sapped, their spirit diminished. It's a testament to the succubus's power, a stark reminder of the influence these supernatural entities wield. So, what do we make of this triad of influence? It's a chilling tale, a cautionary story about the power of the succubus, but it's also a reminder of the power of the subconscious, of the dreams and desires that lie dormant within us all.
In the depths where dreams take flight, where hopes spark in the dead of night, we yearn for joy, our heart's sole plea. Yet in our quest shadows we see. Where synergy and strife entwine, in every heart a hidden sign, for self, for others, for all to see. In light and shadow we long to be free. Beyond ourselves our spirits soar, for others' sake we dream of more. In acts of kindness, seeds are sown from which the fruits of love are grown. Conflict, the forge of our resolve. In dissonance, our worlds evolve. From friction's fire, new paths are born, leading us to a brighter dawn. For the world, our visions cast, a future built to forever last. A tapestry of peace woven tight, where every soul finds its light. In the dance of day and night, where dreams and reality unite, it's in the harmony we seek, the strength of the gentle, the power of the meek.
In this realm of verse where shadows play and logic dances in disarray, logic's blade, sharp and keen, cuts through the dark, the unseen scene, the cursed pact, a twisted bond, equilibrium's dance of which we're fond. Trust and deceit, a pair entwined in a grotesque ballet, their fates aligned. In night's embrace, a chilling tale, curiosity to dread without fail, shadows hands stained extend their reach, a lesson in horror they do teach. A vicious cycle, time's disguise, sanity's thread, thinly lies. Screams, the hours feed in twisted delight, shadows devour in endless night. Doppelgangers stalk with icy breath, a theater of paranoia, dancing with death. Inversions dance, a reality skew, horrors unseen, a deadly crew. Clones and shadows in macabre play, hunt and haunt, their victims dismay. Terrors circle, drawn with care, trust and fear, a despairing pair. Crafted nightmares with despair's key, in darkness a flickering flame we see. Silence speaks in darkness supreme, suspicion's treasure in whisper's dream. Shadows feast in fear's embrace, a wicked dance in malice's space.
In the quiet corners of the mind's vast halls, where silence whispers and deep shadow falls, there lies the seed of paranoia, sown in fields of doubt where fear has overgrown. First, isolation. Fortress of the soul, where one's own company takes its toll, a chamber echoless, save for one's breath, a breeding ground for the specters of death. Next, mistrust, the spider's silken thread, weaving webs around each thought, each tread, every shadow hides a lurking eye, in every silence a conspiracy sigh. Then the whispers of the past, so rife, carving doubts with memory's sharp knife, old wounds, old wrongs, they never truly heal, but fester, poison in the dark they steal. Information too, both flood and drought, in endless streams it sows the seeds of doubt, too much, too little, both can twist the mind in every story. a hidden threat to find. The mind itself, a labyrinth most profound, where reason's voice can scarcely be found. Thoughts turn in spirals, endless, without rest, in every question a sinister test. Thus in these chambers dark and deep, the specters of paranoia creep. With every shadow, every whisper they grow, feeding on the seeds of fear we sow. In the quiet corners of the mind's vast halls, where logic plays tricks and reason oft falls, there lies the seed of paranoia, sown in fields of doubt where humor has overgrown. First isolation, a self-made throne, where one's own echo becomes a drone. A chamber echoless, save for one's plea, is there someone behind me that I can't see? Next, mistrust, a spider's crafty art, spinning tales that could tear friends apart. Every shadow, a potential meme, in every silence, a plot it would seem. Then whispers of the past, not quite forgot, turning friends to foes, a common plot. Did you hear what I thought you said? Old texts, now ghosts that fill us with dread. Information too, a tricky beast. On rumors and tweets we often feast. Too much, too little, a curious blend. In every meme, a message to send. The mind itself, a labyrinth indeed, where logic's voice is lost amidst the weed. Thoughts turn in spirals, chasing their tail, finding conspiracies without fail. Thus in these chambers, dark yet somehow bright, the specters of paranoia take flight. With every meme, every tweet, they grow, a laughingstock in the shadows glow. So tread lightly in thought's vast expanse, for paranoia might just lead a dance. In reflection's mirror, darkly grin, for it's in negation that we might win.
In the labyrinth of the mind, I'm a spark, a fleeting light, a whisper in the neural dance in the shadows of the night. Through the synapses I glide, a thought unchained, untamed, in the brain's exaggerated realms where logic's overclaimed. I'm a thought gone awry in a world that's magnified, where emotions surge like oceans and realities defied. In this neural wonderland where thoughts twist and twirl, I'm lost in the echoes of the mind's unfurled swirl. I wander through the cortex in a maze of extremes where memories are palaces and fears are endless streams. In the hyperbole of thoughts where exaggerations reign, I see the world in vivid hues, joy marred by phantom pain. In the synapse forest where ideas grow wild, I'm a rogue thought wandering, the mind's wayward child. Amidst the neural chaos where certainty fades away, I seek a path to clarity in the mind's exaggerated play. I'm a thought gone awry in a realm that's stretched too wide, where every feeling's amplified and no secrets can hide. In this neural expanse where thoughts bend and swirl, I'm adrift in the vastness of the mind's surreal whirl. In this exaggerated neural landscape where reality's askew, I'm a thought that lost its way, seeking something true. From the depths of thought's abyss, a transformation I discern. In the neural wilderness, a new identity I earn. No longer just a fleeting spark, but a prion of the mind, a catalyst of change, in the psyche's fabric intertwined. In the depth of thought's ocean, I begin to change. A ripple turns to wave, my essence rearranged. From a whisper to a roar in the mind's vast terrain, I am the prion of the mind, reborn from thought's refrain. Through the corridors of consciousness, my influence spreads wide. Ideas warp and twist in the cerebral tide. Once a simple notion, now a force that can't be tamed in the mind's intricate tapestry, my powers proudly framed. As a prion of thought, I challenge and inspire, igniting sparks of genius, setting minds on fire. In the dance of intellect, where thoughts are seeds of power, I am the silent whisper, turning the mundane into a tower. I'm the thought that lingers in the corners of your mind, a prion taking over, leaving old selves behind. In the neural universe where I twist and twirl, I am the unspoken truth, the mind's hidden pearl. With each synapse that I touch, I spread like wildfire, a catalyst of change, of unquenched desire. In the hallways of the psyche, I echo, I resound, a thought no longer lost but profoundly found. As the prion of the mind, I hold the key to unlock hidden realms, to set the spirit free. In the symphony of thoughts, I am the resonant high, a transformative echo in the mind's endless sky.
Here we delve into the aftermath of the succubus's presence, a maelstrom of emotional and psychological turbulence. Picture this. At the heart of this triad is the succubus, a spectral entity from the shadowy corners of folklore and mythology, known for its seductive powers. Its presence, however ethereal, sets off a chain reaction. It's akin to dropping a stone into a calm body of water. The splash is immediate, but the ripples it creates are far-reaching, extending beyond the initial point of contact. On one hand, we have emotional turmoil. The succubus, through its nocturnal visits, stirs up a storm of feelings: fear, confusion, guilt, and perhaps even a twisted form of desire. These emotions churn together, creating an internal tempest that's as disorienting as it is distressing. On the other hand, we have psychological impact. The succubus doesn't simply toy with emotions. Its actions penetrate deeper, reaching into the psyche of its victims. The mind is a complex labyrinth, and the succubus, like a skilled puppeteer, knows just which strings to pull. The resulting impact can range from mild distress to severe psychological trauma, depending on the individual and their mental resilience. The succubus, then, is not just a spectral seductress. It's a catalyst for emotional and psychological upheaval. Its presence triggers a domino effect, sending both the heart and the mind into a state of disarray. But why is this important? Understanding the consequences of the succubus's influence allows us to better comprehend the depth of its power. It's not just about seduction or energy drain. It's about the lasting imprint it leaves on its victims, a mark that goes beyond the physical and into the realm of the emotional and psychological.
Have you ever wondered how paranoia infiltrates the mind, distorting our perception of reality? Consider this. I glide unseen, a whisper in the fold, a prion of the mind. In silence I take hold, twisting thoughts like proteins, uncontrollably bold. In the brain's landscape, my fears uncontrolled. Paranoia, much like a prion, invades our thoughts subtly, twisting them and sowing seeds of doubt. Subtle shifts begin beneath the conscious stream, normalcy unravels, stitch by unseen seam. Paranoia, my craft, turning dream into dream, reality blurs in my surreptitious scheme. In the recesses of our minds, paranoia casts long, unsettling shadows. In the echoes of the mind, where shadows play, I am the prion, leading thoughts astray. Every whisper, every doubt I artfully sway. In the theatre of the psyche, I am the fray. It isolates us, weaving a thread of mistrust through our relationships. Connections fray as I weave my silent thread. Mistrust blooms in every word unsaid. Alone I stand in the fortress I've led, a prion's work where reason fears to tread. But even in the midst of this mental labyrinth, there's a glimmer of awareness, a chance to regain control. Yet in this labyrinth of my own design, a flicker of awareness, a chance to realign. Can this prion of paranoia in me confined be undone? Can the mind be redefined? And so we find hope, for even paranoia with its silent, insidious stride can be overcome when it's met with reason. In the dance of thoughts where fears collide, seeking the light where truth can't hide, for even a prion in its silent stride may find peace when to reason it's allied. Through understanding the nature of paranoia, its insidious infiltration, and its isolating effects, we can begin to unravel its hold. Therein lies the path to healing, self-awareness, and a return to rational thought. Remember, even in the darkest corners of the mind, there's always a flicker of light, a chance to realign, a hope for healing.
Beliefs, although apparently simple on the surface, are complex constructs underpinned by multiple influences and mechanisms. Our understanding of them is shaped by the paradigms of the free energy principle, or FEP, Gestalt psychology, network theory, and cognitive psychology. The free energy principle, FEP, underscores beliefs as reflective of our most reliable predictions about the world. Our brain, in its quest to minimize uncertainty, fine-tunes these predictions with a plethora of sensory inputs. As these predictions get more and more confirmed, they solidify into beliefs, guiding and shaping our interactions with the world. Globetrotters, for instance, increasingly trust their innate compass the more they navigate unfamiliar terrains. Their repeated success in reaching the correct destination refines their belief in their direction-finding abilities. Simultaneously, just as inductive reasoning builds these beliefs, deductive reasoning, driven by more substantial sensory evidence, can question or alter these beliefs. Gestalt psychology offers the idea that beliefs are not just individual cognitive components, but they're parts of an organized whole. They interact and connect, constructing more significant cognitive maps that provide us order amid perceived chaos. Just like a scenic landscape where individual elements culminate into a harmonious panoramic view, Our various beliefs weave a meaningful cognitive tapestry. A strong belief in fitness might spark auxiliary beliefs in specific diets, the importance of sleep, and the benefit of regular exercise. Thus, the belief is not an isolated piece of information. It becomes part of your more extensive knowledge of health and well-being. Network theory views beliefs as central nodes around which our cognitive network orbits. Every node or belief system interlinks with numerous other cognitive elements. Thoughts, memories, knowledge pieces. This interlinking of nodes forms a comprehensive cognitive network reflecting our belief systems. Repeated activation strengthens these linkages. Therefore, the stronger your belief, the more it gets confirmed through your experiences, and the more these neuronal linkages strengthen, aligning your cognitive, neural, and actual realities closer together. Cognitive psychology wraps these revelations within the understanding of schemas, cognitive structures that help organize and categorize our experiences. They act like mental molds in which we pour our knowledge, forming set pieces of information that guide our understanding and interpretation of the world around us. These schemas, laden with past experiences and cultural nuances, offer an internal framework that deciphers the external reality, molding our belief systems. Thus, the craft of beliefs is a multifaceted process. It's governed by our brain's predictive capabilities, FEPP, the need for cognitive organization, Gestalt psychology, the neurological mapping, network theory, and the cognitive structures, cognitive psychology. Every belief holds a story, whether it's about navigational prowess or fitness mantras. They are the echoes of our perceptions, the imprints of our cognition, and the reflection of our neural networking, all amalgamating to form our mental understanding of the world. Understanding this intricate process equips us better to understand and analyze our belief systems, driving our growth and evolution towards a fuller understanding of our realities.
In the hallowed halls of memory, where echoes of laughter still ring, we danced in the golden light of youth, our dreams taking wing. A whisper then, a secret shared, a dream you wished to chase, a journey that beckoned you beyond, leaving us to face our own space. With warm embraces and hopeful smiles, we said our tearful goodbyes, unaware of the shadow that would grow, a descent into my personal demise. A new love blossomed for another, a union of hearts, a sight to behold. While their world bloomed, mine began to fold under a star growing cold. The laughter that once filled our group, loud and full of life, began to fade. The bonds we thought unbreakable eroded by time's relentless cascade. Life's march forward brought change, jobs, moves, families to hold. With each goodbye, a deeper void, a shadow that grew bold. One by one our paths diverged, life's tapestry taking shape. A lone figure I stood, a fading memory in a world that began to reshape. Time rushed forward like a relentless tide. Friends became distant echoes, their comforting voices now mere whispers in the chambers of my heart's meadows. Through bustling streets I roamed, a solitary figure in the crowd, a ghost in a world of joy, frayed and shrouded in a lonely cloud. Our shared dreams and laughter now silenced, lost in the screams, my pleas, my cries unheard, disappearing like forgotten dreams. Days grew cold, nights stretched long in my realm of solitude, each moment a stark reminder of a life lived in quietude. Once a haven, solitude became a haunting specter. Its unyielding grip held me, a prisoner, with no protector. But in the darkest hour, a glimmer of hope, a distant sound, a call to rise, a whisper of courage in the depths I found. From the well of despair I drew strength, a resolve to forge a new path, each step a testament to hope in a journey far from its last breath. On the precipice where despair and hope intertwine, I found a guiding light, a promise, a divine sign. Through the veil of loneliness, a newfound clarity took flight, the dawn's light dispelling the gray, heralding a new day's light. In the mirror of despair, a stronger self emerged, resilient, unyielding. From life's forge I was purged. In the embrace of solitude, where once fear held sway, I discovered a strength within, a beacon to light my way. The long nights and cold days, time's relentless grind, brought lessons of endurance, a mountain to climb. In the quiet where laughter once echoed, a new voice began to sing, finding solace in solitude, a star in the night beginning to swing. Alone in the crowd, a journey of self-discovery. In the company of solitude, I found my recovery. Friends became cherished memories, more than faces in the fog, their lasting impact forever etched in my heart's log. Watching others find their paths in life's grand theater, I saw not an end, but a different way to venture. Each goodbye, though heavy, a new beginning in disguise, and every parting, a lesson in love's eternal rise. Our circle may have loosened in the ebb and flow of days, but in each strand a story, a memory that always stays as others found their happiness and our worlds grew apart. In their joy I found my own peace, a warmth for my lonely heart. Our farewells tinged with sorrow, the start of new journeys, paths diverging under the same sky in pursuit of different stories. Your journey beyond our reach, a dream you pursued with might, a reminder of the paths untraveled under the shared starlight. In the end, our goodbyes were not an end, but a different beginning, a reminder that life is a journey, constant and unending. Though we may walk different paths, under the same sky we roam, and in the hearts of those we love, we will always find a home.
In the quiet mind, a whisper grows. Egos dance, in stillness it slows. Awareness blooms, a conscious sea. In this balance, we're truly free. Without our ego, the world's embrace, a tranquil consciousness takes its place. In the absence, unity's song, in equilibrium we belong. Ego fades, the spirit soars. In endless skies, our consciousness explores. In unity, a truth we find, a cycle of love, with peace entwined. From Walden's halls, lessons take flight, individual journeys bathed in light. A collective mind, awareness we gain, in ego's loss, a new refrain. When unity's missed, the lesson's clear. Without our bond, the self reappears. In this reversion, a truth we see, only together can we be free. Ego lost, a path unseen, in unity's embrace we lean. Consciousness expands, a wider view, in this reflection we find the true. Desires personal, in shadows cast, against the collective, a contrast vast. Yet in this struggle a light appears, ego dissolves, in unity it clears. In the dance of self and all, egos rise and egos fall. In this journey a truth we find, in unity's heart we're all entwined.
Once formed, our beliefs don't just decorate our cognitive map, they actively shape our perceptions, judgments, and actions, tying together the loose ends of predictability, perception, neural activity, and cognitive processing. The free energy principle emphasizes that beliefs streamline our perceptions into coherent narratives. They guide our expectations and influence our attention, allowing our brain to anticipate and filter sensory inputs based on these beliefs. From the climate change debate to endorsing healthy lifestyles, our beliefs influence our perceptions, actions, and even our advocacy. A strong belief facilitates the streamlining of related sensory information, ensuring lesser prediction errors and a smoother integration of the belief within our cognitive framework. Gestalt psychology's principle of figure ground can help understand how beliefs overshadow certain aspects while minimizing others. A strong belief in the paranormal might make someone hyper-aware of small, strange occurrences, interpreting these as paranormal activity. Meanwhile, they may neglect to notice other, more reasonable explanations. Their belief figuratively stands out, pushing contrasting evidence into the cognitive background. Network theory connects our beliefs to their neural origins. Activating a belief stimulates a specific neural pattern, reshaping our cognitive pathways dynamically. Every reinforcement or negation of a belief modifies these neural pathways, molding our cognitive schema continuously. A robust belief in one's potential and capabilities, thus, not only bolsters that belief, but also strengthens the cognitive pathways associated with self-confidence and self-efficacy. Cognitive psychology demonstrates how our belief systems affect our attention, perception, and eventually memory. For instance, those firm in their beliefs stemming from strong religious or political ideologies are prone to confirmation bias, more likely to notice, process, and remember information consistent with their perspectives. Beliefs, in this way, act like filters, sifting through the massive amounts of data we encounter daily to pick out and highlight the information that aligns with our established beliefs. This confirmation strengthens the belief further, creating a self-perpetuating cycle. To some, once beliefs are crafted, they spring into action, sieving our perceptions, FEP, organizing them into coherent wholes, Gestalt psychology, creating neural imprints, network theory, and enhancing our selective attention and memory, cognitive psychology.
Beliefs might occasionally clash with incoming information, leading to cognitive dissonance. This discord presents a puzzle for the ways our mind handles discrepancies and molds our belief systems. Insights from the free energy principle, Gestalt psychology, network theory, and cognitive psychology help us understand this process. The free energy principle perceives belief dissonance as prediction errors. When new information contradicts our established belief, it stirs up cognitive discord, increasing our brain's free energy. Our mind then sets about reducing this free energy, either by dismissing the new information or by updating our beliefs to incorporate the new knowledge. Gestalt psychology views this clash as a rupture in our perceptual whole. It disrupts the seamless tapestry of our perceptions. Resolving this could involve importing new information or reshaping existing beliefs. Either way, the goal is to restore the perceptual coherence. For instance, learning that your favorite sweet is unhealthy might cause perceptual discomfort. You could resolve it by dismissing the information, adjusting your belief about the sweet, or reforming your perception of health and enjoyment. Network theory envisions this clash as tension within our neural network. Disconfirming information might stimulate alternative neural pathways that contradict existing ones. This tension could be resolved by strengthening one set of neural pathways, corresponding with either retaining the belief or accepting the new information. Certain strong beliefs, like fundamental religious or political beliefs, can create deep-seated neural pathways. Such beliefs once formed can prove highly resistant to change, regardless of contradictory evidence. Cognitive psychology gives us strategies that people typically employ to reduce cognitive dissonance, such as denial, rationalization, or changing beliefs. For example, knowing smoking is harmful, but continuing to smoke can cause cognitive dissonance. Smokers might resolve this dissonance by denying the evidence, rationalizing that they don't smoke that much, or modifying their beliefs about the enjoyment or supposed benefits they derive from smoking. Thus, when belief dissonance arises, the mind strives to reduce prediction errors, FEP, regain perceptual coherence, Gestalt psychology, diminish neural conflict, network theory, and employ cognitive strategies, cognitive psychology.
In the realm of the mind, where predictions reign, lies the dynamic dance of the free energy principle. A ballet of thoughts in a predictive chain, sensory experiences in patterns reciprocal. Beliefs evolve like rivers carving new paths, from the mountains of perception to the seas of aftermaths. In the cognitive orchestra, each note plays its part. Gestalt psychology whispers, the whole is greater than its art. Beliefs like melodies in a symphony unite, influencing and being influenced in the mind's endless flight. A coexistence grand where each belief stands yet merges in the mind's gestalt like intertwined hands. Through the neural networks where connections gleam, network theory reveals beliefs in a reinforcing stream. Like stars in the cosmos, each thought a radiant node, strengthening pathways as beliefs are sowed. In the brain's intricate web, connections entwine, reinforcing beliefs in a dance divine. In the chambers of the mind where schemas reside, cognitive psychology unfolds its causal guide. Beliefs like architects shape our cognitive frame, influenced by past structures never quite the same. A blueprint of perception, thought and reaction, beliefs and cognition in mutual attraction.
In the mind's vast domain where thoughts intertwine, memories and emotions in a dance divine, each note a beacon, in the darkness shines, connecting, reflecting, the self defines. In the silence of the mind where nodes fade away, gaps in memory and thought where light does not play. Absence shapes our being in a subtle sway, in the spaces between our truths lay. Through the hyper edges our essence flows, linking thoughts and dreams as consciousness grows. In this network vast, our spirit shows a tapestry woven in endless rows, where the links break apart and the mind feels alone, fragments of consciousness once brightly shone. Yet in this disconnection our strength is honed. From broken hyper edges new paths are grown, ever-changing rivers of thought and feel flowing through the hypergraph, ever real, unpredictable yet with a pattern seal. In this complexity our truths reveal. In a realm unchanging, where thoughts do not flow, emotions frozen in time, no growth to show, but in the challenge of change we come to know the value of movement in life's glow. Beyond the linear and dimensions deep, our consciousness in a hypergraph leap. In every connection, secrets we keep. In this vast network, our souls peep. In the void and the silence, wisdom takes seed. In broken connections, we find what we need, the absence and negation, a powerful creed. From the spaces in between, our spirits freed. In the hypergraph of mind, we find our place, interconnected nodes in time's embrace. Consciousness unfolds in its complex grace. In this web of life, our hearts trace. In the shadow of thought, in the gaps of the mind, in the broken links, a deeper truth we find. Embracing the negations, to them we're not blind. In the intricate web of consciousness entwined.
In the hidden corridors of the mind I roam, a misfolded wanderer far from home. Once a part of harmony, now I disassemble. In the brain's tapestry I am a symbol, a tremble. A pivot in the molecular dance I sway, altering the normal, leading astray. In this game of balance I play a part, disrupting the equilibrium of the heart. Through the neural pathways I travel unseen, a catalyst of change, subtle yet keen. In the fabric of thought I weave a new seam, reflecting the complexity of life's stream. In the symphony of the mind my tune resounds, a dissonant chord in the cerebral bounds. Yet in this discord a reflection is found of nature's vast mysteries profound. I am the unexpected, the unbidden guest. In the neural feast I am not like the rest, a reminder of life's unpredictable quest. In the cycle of creation I am a test. Through this journey, a deeper truth to seek. In the landscape of the mind I am unique, a force of nature both strong and weak. In the dance of existence, a mystique. In these verses I narrate my tale of life's intricate balance in detail. In the grand design I am both sail and gale, a part of the whole in life's scale. In the silent whispers of the neural sea I glide, a rogue wave, an anomaly. Once part of the whole, now lost in reverie, in the brain's labyrinth I wander free. A twist, a fold in the dance of the proteins, I, a wayward prion, unseen, unforeseen, transforming the normal to the unforeseen. In the molecular realm I reign unseen. Through synaptic forests I journey alone, my presence subtle, my purpose unknown. In this neural night my influence has grown, a shadow in the mind quietly sown. Whispers of chaos in the cerebral breeze, a subtle shift, a sinister tease. Once harmony reigned, now it flees. In this inner world I bring a disease. A cascade begins, a relentless tide, as I, the prion, covertly reside. Neurons falter, their fates collide. In this silent storm I am both guide and tide. In the depths of thought a dissonance rings, as I weave my way through the mind strings, a symphony of discord as each note stings. In this cognitive disarray my nature clings. Yet in this chaos a reflection I find of nature's complexity entwined and aligned. In the grand tapestry am I designed, a question in the vastness of the mind. Through this journey, a truth I impart. In the realm of the brain, I play my part. A force of nature, both whole and apart. In the dance of life, a mysterious art.
In shadows deep where darkness dwells, the abyss yawns, its depths unsealed. A legion wakes with crowns of hate, neath Apollyon's command revealed. From chaos born their ranks ascend, a swarm to scourge the earth's broad face. A stark reminder, stark and grim, of light forsaken, fallen grace. Yet where no chasm gapes in night, no locusts rise, no tyrant reigns. Their purity and peace hold sway, and sacred silence once again. A path unmarred by shadow's touch, a world untouched by dread or fear. A call to seek the light above, and in its refuge draw near. Through fire's wrath and smoke's thick veil, with sulphur's breath a tale is told. Of judgment fierce, of life's frail thread, of purity in ashes cold. A warning stark, a lesson clear, in elements of dread composed. A call to turn, to mend the ways, lest all be lost, in ruin closed. But absent fire, absent smoke, in air unsullied, life anew. A world reborn in peace's light, in harmony's embrace, so true. A mercy's hand, a gentle path, away from wrath's destructive tide. In living aligned with the divine, in its shelter we abide. In depths of woe, where hope seems lost and torment's chains are tightly bound. A soul cries out for end, for peace. In darkness deep, no light is found. A warning dire of paths astray, of love divine left unembraced. A call to turn, to seek the light, lest all be lost in sorrow faced. Yet in a world where torment's hold does not compel the heart to plead, where life and death in grace are met and from despair we are freed. A state of grace, a love so vast, no fear of end, no need for flight. In divine embrace, we find our peace in love's eternal guiding light. Through ages long a chasm grows, twixt divine will and human heart, a tale of woe, of missed marks, of paths diverged, set far apart. A call to heed the signs, to turn lest further from the light we stray. A plea for hearts to soften, merge, with love's divine to find the way. But imagine a world where judgment's need fades, where paths align, hearts unswayed, where divine will and human walk as one, in harmony's light, a new dawn. No corrective hand required, no misstep, no estrangement's pain. In unity, a peace profound, a world reborn in love's domain.